Hey everyone, it's Brett Hornby here, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm going to make this video just to put this story more in the spotlight. I did touch upon it in my last video when I was talking about my feelings on where the Calgary Flames are at heading before Christmas for the 2024-25 season. But as I was getting ready to make that video and record it, I learned about the changes that the Calgary Flames and also the Calgary Wranglers have had on their coaching staff, mostly on the support level, then on the head coach level with the Calgary Flames, but they also rippled through, I should meant to say, with the Calgary Wranglers. So before I get into the story, and if you want to follow along with this Calgary sports fans journey, just make sure you hit like, subscribe. I have my other social media links down in the description below. But a couple weeks ago, literally a couple weeks ago, I think the exact date was on Sunday, December the 8th, and now I'm recording this literally a couple days before Christmas, and it sounds like there's some dark, heavy tone around it, and we don't know what the extent of the circumstance is, and obviously put our best wishes to the family when talking about assistant coach and Brad Larsen, as on December 8th he decided to take an indefinite leave for family reasons, and literally recording this a couple days before Christmas. Hopefully all the best to the family given the situation, but it sounds a little dark and not going to return to normal anytime soon. That a couple weeks after Brad Larsen had his indefinite leave, there's been some coaching changes both with the Calgary Flames and the Calgary Wranglers AHL organizations, and I guess you can say the depth of quality people we have in the Flames organization that we're able to move some player personnel around within. But since it's an indefinite leave and likely doesn't sound like it's going to get back to normal anytime soon for Brad Larsen, the Calgary Flames have a little bit of a hole in their coaching staff. So the natural thing that the Calgary Flames did is they promoted on an interim basis who used to be the head coach of the Calgary Wranglers the last couple seasons, or last year and a half, will now join the Calgary Flames bench as an assistant interim coach in Trent Cull. Trent Cull, as mentioned, was brought in as the head coach of the Calgary Wranglers starting last season after when Mitch Love moved on to the Washington Capitals organization as an assistant coach there. Well, Trent Cull will now be joining with Dean Lambert as well as Cale McLean and Ryan Huska immediately behind the bench. So with that change, that Trent Cull is now with the Calgary Flames on an interim basis as an assistant, well, there needs to be a new head coach with the Calgary Wranglers, the AHL team. So the next person up in the Calgary Wranglers is another former NHL player, Trent Cull. I looked it up. He played professionally, but not in the NHL. But he played over 400 games as a defenseman for various teams in the American Hockey League. Joe Cirella, who was on the assistant coaching staff with the Calgary Wranglers, will now be the interim head coach, and he's a veteran of over 800 games in the National Hockey League. Most notably, he did play with the New Jersey Devils organization. He'll be the interim head coach because Trent Cull moved up to be the assistant interim head coach with the Calgary Flames. So with more shuffling around of the coaching staff with the Calgary Wranglers, well, Brett Sutter, who is Daryl's son, did retire from playing professional hockey, did join the coaching staff this season with the Calgary Wranglers. Will still remain as an assistant coach by another player that, former player I should say, that's been within the organization that many Calgary Flames fans are nostalgic for, is Martin Gelinas. Yeah, Martin Gelinas will actually be joining the Calgary Wranglers coaching staff with Brett Sutter and now interim head coach Joe Cirella. And we all know about Martin Gelinas. He has played over 1,000 games in the National Hockey League. A couple great seasons with the Calgary Flames, including 2004, where he scored arguably 4 series winning goals, but 3 of them at least that were official during that run. So that's all the shuffling of the deck chairs, you can say, in the Flames organization. Hopefully things are okay with the Brad Larsen family, regardless, any time of the year, but even more so during the holidays. It doesn't sound like he's going to come back anytime soon, and obviously it's not anytime soon. That if it's been a couple weeks since he took an indefinite leave of absence from the team, that these movements have made. I mean, Trent Cull, he actually does have some experience, at least behind the bench in the National Hockey League, as a few seasons ago. I guess you would have to say 2.5 seasons ago for the 22-23 season. He was behind the bench of the Vancouver Canucks as an assistant under Bruce Boudreau. At that time, as Trent Cull, in terms of his professional coaching career, prior to the 2 seasons that he's with the Flames organization, including this season, has been with the Vancouver Canucks organization, coaching the Yucatec Comets, which now that team has moved his affiliation with the New Jersey Devils, which makes more sense with the new team of the Abbotsford Canucks. And then I'd say all the work that the Calgary Wranglers have done this season under Trent Cull, considering all the player movements and either going up with the Flames and moving on elsewhere. I mean, the Wranglers are the top team in the American Hockey League right now, and Trent Cull was at the All-Star game representing the Pacific Division last season, because at the time Calgary was first. So it'd be nice to see how he does, and could this maybe change the dynamic with the Calgary Flames with Trent Cull coming naturally from the Calgary Wranglers, and a few players called up and down. And then I'm just still say it should be a fairly seamless transition with the Wranglers, with Joe Cirella being up as head coach, since he was already on the staff. It's just now he's on a different role. And then Martin Gelinas, he did obviously, in addition to playing over 1,000 games in NHL, including 2 seasons with the Calgary Flames, he actually did have experience being an assistant coach with the Calgary Flames, basically from past 2012 to 2021, and then he could come just player development, so he's already in that role. So it's natural that at least we're able to move around some, personnel to make things fit right now. But I just want to say, what do you think of all these? I just feel I had to put this video in late. Just hopefully, I say obviously things are going okay for Brad Larsen and his family, but it's just interesting to see what this could do potentially for careers of like a Trent Cull or Joe Cirella or even Martin Gelinas at this stage. You think with the success the Calgary Wranglers have, and depending on what happens this season, being that the Wranglers are the top team in the NHL right now at this recording, maybe he could get some NHL interest. Either maybe he could still be with the Calgary Flames staff, or maybe get interest elsewhere. But it's just given the circumstances. And I mean, I snuck it in this at the end of the last video I made, talking about where the Flames are at when I first saw it. And I was like, well, I gotta at least talk about it, but I figured I gotta make this video. So that's all I have for this video. That just gotta keep once again saying best of luck to Brad Larsen, whatever he happens to be dealing with. It's a family, personal matter. It sounds dark when you base it on the tone when you go to watch videos of the Calgary Flames, including with Assistant General Manager Brad Pascal, who mostly looks over the Wranglers side of organization, and Trent Cull himself talking about his feelings on now being on the Calgary Flames bench from being the head coach of the Wranglers, and how he feels about the job that Joe Cirella will do to fill his role. I'm going to say, obviously, they probably know what's the situation behind the scenes, but it's just respect to family matters and privacy this time. But I'm just kind of hoping for the best, fearing the worst on why this move has happened. So I covered everything in this video, so as I'm going to say, close out. If you want to follow along with this Calgary sports fans journey, just make sure you hit like, subscribe. I have my other social media links down in the description below. Isaiah, what do you think about the shuffling of the positions that the Calgary Flames have done in the organization? I guess it shows some depth on who we have in the organization, and it's just kind of the natural way of doing things internally given the circumstances. So I guess I have to say, go Flames go, and go Wranglers go in this case, since we're touching on both teams. And hopefully Christmas and New Year's is going well as we're getting closer to those big days as well to wrap up 2024 and going 25. So I'll say thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.